Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever wondered why Dubai chocolate has become such a sensation? Have you even thought of it? Why? What's the reason behind taking a Dubai chocolate to a global level? Well, it's because of two things. First, they kept the culture, which is the local ingredients, the Emirati ingredients, and they have done it in a very modern way. So they started as a chocolate with a katafi. They used the best dessert, which is called kunafa. So they used the noodles of the kunafa. They added the local flavors such as ghee and this thing for toasting it, making it light golden brown. And they transformed into chocolate using the rich ingredients of pistachio, which is great. So that's why Dubai chocolate is one of the sensation, and it's all over the world 7 years or 8 years down the line, and it's still going viral, it's still going famous. Welcome to ICCA Live, where summer made easy, and I'm Chef Omkar. I'm a pastry and bakery chef instructor here at ICCA Dubai, where today I'm going to show you guys how to make Dubai chocolate cheesecake. So why Dubai chocolate cheesecake? Why? Because we have taken the same ingredients of Dubai chocolate, we have added some ingredients to it, and we have made a different world altogether where you have two versions of cheesecake, where you are going to do a baked version of cheesecake and a cold version of cheesecake. Have you ever had a cheesecake which has a both baked and a cold version at the same bite or in the same slice? No? Today I'm going to show you how to do it. And do let us know how you love it. In this session, by the end of the session, you guys will know how to make a baked cheesecake, how to make a cold cheesecake, what to do, what not to do, how to underbake, how not to underbake, how not to overbake, how to do a right temperature, how to do a right consistency, and the most importantly, the texture, the crust. So we have broken down this today's recipe in three different formats, where we are going to use the kunafa, which is the katafi or the kunafa dough, as the base and the top of your cake, and your Dubai chocolate. I have taken the milk chocolate and we have created a baked milk chocolate cheesecake. And then we have taken the pistachio, where we are going to do a cold set pistachio. So you guys are going to learn how to make a cheesecake, which is a dual cheesecake, a baked one and a cold one in one slice, in one bite. Comment down below, have you ever had it together? No? So first things first, what we are going to do is, and before I move forward, comment down below if you want to have the whole recipe of it. Thinking of the recipe, now we have a Foodverse app, where if you missed this show or you have missed the previous shows of our ICSA Live, you can download the Foodverse app and you can watch all the shows which you have missed, or this show as well, at in ICCA Foodverse show, where you can learn, you can do the learning, and you can do a complete program, which is a certificate as well program. So it's a win-win game. If you're interested about learning, if you're interested about more recipes, if you're a foodie, download the Foodverse app, and then you can have the whole podcast over there, you can have the whole recipe over there, and everything will be there. Also, we have a certification program as well. All right, so first things first, what we are going to do is we are going to start off with the base, then we're going to move to the insert, then we're going to do a baked cheesecake, and last we are going to do a cold cheesecake, and final assembly and finishing of the cake. Stay with me at the end of the video to learn how to make Dubai chocolate cheesecake. And this is the first time which is we are going on live with this kind of recipe. We have made this recipe specially for this. And please do let us know from which part of the world you are watching. Comment down below. As well, comment down below a recipe, so my team will get back to you and they will send you the whole recipe. So first things first, what I have in front of me, I have kunafa dough, I have ghee, I have butter, and I have pistachio powder. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take my katafi and I'm going to add it here. All right. And I hope you guys will see the recipe on the side, where you will see all the quantities and the method as well. So take a screenshot, or don't forget to comment down recipe, and also let me know in the comment down section, have you used kunafa dough before in your life? Let me know if you have used, what you have used it for, and also let me know in the comment down section, have you made Dubai chocolate before? Listen, 2 or 3 weeks before, Chef Rene had showed you guys how to make a Dubai chocolate, and I believe some of you have tried. Comment down below if you have tried and let us know how it was and did you love it. So second thing, I'm going to add all the butter. There in goes butter. I have ghee. Of course, ghee will give you me the earthy flavor. And then I'm not going to add all of the pistachios. I'm going to add a little bit of pistachio. Why? Because I'm going to bake it at a bit higher temperature. I don't want the pistachios to burn, but I want a note of pistachios. So that's why I'm adding the pistachio flavor. Next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it. Okay. Now this is very, very important. You need the whole thing to be mixed properly. All right. It's important. Guys, let me know if you have used katafi dough, or have you used any katafi dough at your home to make any savory dishes or any hot dishes or anywhere. So basically this is very, very important. Why I'm using fat? Because the fat holds the katafi together. That's one of the reason I'm using the fat. Now the whole thing is mixed together properly. Just let me keep it a little bit on the side, and I'm going to grab my tray. So with this katafi, I'm going to do two things. One, the base, and the second one, I'm going to do the top, which is the nest. I hope you have seen the photos, and it's going to be look exactly the same. All right. And I'm going to make a little bit string over here. I hope you can see it now. Why is the reason for that? You will guys get to know in next 1 minute. How is it going on, guys? Let me know. So I'm going to put this in the center and I'm going to cover it. So that's where the nest is going to happen. All right. I don't want any specific. I want it rustic. So, it will give you a rustic and a polished feel at the same time. And I'm going to use this over here where there goes. I'm going to remove one of my glove and I'm going to press it down. See, I have a luxury of having a presser. If you don't have this, you can take anything which is flat from the bottom and then you can use it to press it down evenly. Usually I use whisk, which has a flat bottom, or I have any flatness or any top of this where you can use it. So I have viewers looking from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Nigeria, Ireland, Malaysia, England. That's awesome, guys. Welcome to our live show. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Feel free to ask me any questions. Feel free to ask me any doubts. We are here to answer you. Now I'm going to make it flat. Okay, so the ring over here, I have used 20 centimeter rings, and I'm going to show you more of the rings because at the end of the day, we are creating a cheesecake, but that cheesecake is also an entremet style cheesecake. So you are going to love it. All right, so if you see, this is flat. I have the nest going on. Now it's time to bake. How are we going to bake? That baking is very, very important, guys. If you don't bake this katafi properly, it's gonna be chewy. It's gonna give you a bite which you will not love it when you're eating the cheesecake. So we need the katafi to be crisp. It needs to be a deep golden brown, not light golden brown, but a deep golden brown. Where you even touch it, it will break. That kind of delicateness I wanted in the baking. So remember that. Don't forget. I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees. Let's say 15 to 20 to 25 minutes, depending on what kind of oven you have. I have Electrolux over here where we are going to use the oven at 20 minutes, and that's going to give me a nice deep color. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what color I want this. All right, now I'm going to put this for baking. There you go. All right, so it's 180 for 20-25 minutes. I need nice deep golden color, and once that golden color is there, and we can achieve. So that's how you can keep your Katafi crepes. That's the reason. If you even have your local Kunafa dessert, the Kunafa Nabulsi, which has the Katafi in it, it has a crunch to it. It has a bite. Why? Even though there is a sugar syrup sprinkled on top, it's deep. Why? Because it's baked at the right temperature. So that's the key. You need to bake it at the right temperature, and that's what you want it, right? So moving on to the second layer. We have katafi. You see this katafi? It's nice, right? So it's nice golden. You see, if you look at it, it's just breaking. You see, that's what you want. You see, this is not underbaked. This is not overbaked. You see, from this much, it became this much. That's what we wanted. You see, that's is the perfect size for my insert. And the most important part is a lot of people make ganache, a lot of people make this and that. It's only two ingredients. It's pistachio crema or a pistachio paste and your katafi, which is nicely baked. All right, I believe you can hear the sound. Yeah, this is the sound what you need. Okay, next one. We can see the recipe on the side where we will just flash it on the screen. um, Pistachio paste, organic 100% pistachio paste, and I'm going to add it over here. There you go. And then I'm going to mix it nicely. Make sure that this both of this thing is mixed nicely. If this thing is not mixed nicely, what's going to happen is you will have a lump of it, which you don't want. All right. And this thing will go in between your cold cheesecake. You know why I'm not adding this insert in between baked cheesecake and cold cheesecake? Because I want to have the perfect temperature to merge both the cheesecake. Otherwise, what will happen if my cheesecake is overbaked and I'm putting the cold cheesecake on top? It's not right temperature, it's going to break apart. And I don't want both the cheesecake to break apart. I want all the cheesecake it in one bite. All right, so that's one of the reasons. All right, there you go. My katafi is mixed well with the pistachio paste. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this. Now this ring is 16 centimeter ring. The one what we baked katafi is 20 centimeter ring. This is 16 centimeter ring, and I have a cling wrap round to it. Why? Because I'm not going to bake it. I'm just going to freeze it. All right. So in goes my mixture, and once my mixture goes in, I'm going to spread it nicely. I'm going to use a spoon to spread it and a spoon to line it. You see, and you know why the crunch is there and why the crunch is staying? Because there is a fat, there is no moisture. Fat doesn't have much moisture, and that's one of the reason my katafi is not getting soggy. My katafi is perfectly baked. That's one of the major reasons. Even if I add chocolate to it, it will not get soggy. Even if I add paste to it, it will not get soggy. We have a question. A TikTok viewer is asking, are you using store-bought pistachio paste? What are the things you should look for? Basically, there is few things. Yes, this is the store-bought pistachio paste. If you are buying a pistachio paste, make sure the smell of the pistachio paste is natural. It should written on the ingredients section what are the elements written. Mostly the pistachio paste has a marzipan smell to it. you know that is when you have added essence to the pistachio paste. We don't want that. This is 100% pistachio paste. If you want to make a pistachio paste at home, what you could do is take whole pistachios, roast it at 160 degrees for like 12 minutes. After you roast it, you know uh, remove the impurities like the powder or the skin of the pistachio. And once you remove it, take warm pistachios, put it in the blender, start with slow speed and then increase the speed slowly. You will have a pistachio paste, but it won't be smooth. If you want a smooth pistachio paste, buy a Melanger or buy a Robocop, where you will get a perfectly pistachio paste which is smooth. All right. So now moving on to my spreading of the insert. Over here in Dubai, it's very easy to get the pistachio paste. But then you need to look at the right supplier or a right shop where they have this 100% pistachio paste. A bit expensive, but good things doesn't come cheap. Okay, so it's very nice ingredients. It's very good ingredient, and there is also a nice crunch to it. All right, so that's my pistachio crunch. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this in the blast freezer where it's gonna set. So what I have showed you guys, don't forget, I'm just going to repeat it for a second. Baking of kunafa dough is very important. You have to bake the kunafa dough, which is golden, deep golden color, and it has a crunch to it, so it will not get soggy easily. Of course, storing of the kunafa dough, store it in a airtight container where there is less of moisture. All right, so I'm going to put this in the blast freezer. Next up, so I hope you guys are watching live and I hope you guys are learning. Now is the first stage of the cheesecake, which is the base of the cheesecake, which is the baked cheesecake, which is the milk chocolate cheesecake. So look on the side, we'll have a recipe displayed next to it. What we have cream cheese, sugar, eggs, cocoa powder, cream, and milk chocolate. You know, this method is called all-in method, where we mix everything, but then you have to be mindful, add your chocolate at 40 degrees. Now, what's the reason why? Why need to add chocolate at 40 degrees? Why not 50 degrees? Why not 60 degrees? Why not 20 degrees? Boss, your chocolate starts melting at 40 degrees. At 50 degrees, the chocolate is still warm, it's still hot. You are adding the chocolate to your cream cheese, and the cream cheese is already processed. If you add your hot things to the mixture, it will start becoming grainy. Okay, that's the thing you don't want. And second thing, your cream also should be at room temperature. Mind guys, all the ingredients should be at room temperature except chocolate should be at 40 degrees. Okay, if your chocolate is chilled, you know, it will clump up, it will become like a lump. You don't want that. So make sure all the ingredients except chocolate are at room temperature. All right, so I have a mixing bowl over here, I have a spatula. Let's start adding the ingredients. First goes in your cream cheese. Second goes in your sugar. All right. After sugar, I'm going to add my eggs. Okay. Once the eggs are added, I'm going to just mix it a little bit. Why? Because I have sugar inside. I want the sugar to release the moisture. Okay. So I'm just going to mix it a little bit. Why? Because next I'm going to put cocoa powder. What does cocoa powder does? It absorbs the moisture and it blooms. So that's one thing I'm going to put after the cream. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to leave it for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. My sugar is already starting to sweat. Next goes in my cream. This is the easiest recipe of baked chocolate cheesecake, but over here it doesn't mean you have an easy recipe, it's easy to make. You have to follow the proper time, temperature, techniques as well, the 3 T's. And if you have that proper, then only you can make it successfully. Now, the most important thing I'm going to look over here is my cheesecake doesn't have any lumps. That's very important. All right. So don't go. You can, if you want to do this in the machine, you can do this in the machine. Just mix it nicely. All right. Next up, I'm adding cocoa powder. And last but not the least, I will be adding chocolate. but I will mix the cocoa powder a little bit so it blooms nicely in within time, and then I'm going to add the chocolate. Okay, comment down below if you guys have made the cheesecake before, and what kind of cheesecake do you love to eat. Do you like to eat baked cheesecake? Do you like to eat cold cheesecake? Or do you like to eat both at the same bite? Let me know. Or let me know, have you guys ever eaten like this, cheesecake, baked cheesecake and cold cheesecake together in one slice and one bite? Comment down below, let us know what your thoughts are. This, I have a question. Is this a normal cream cheese or a mascarpone? This is a normal cream cheese. It's a 34% fat, no salt. But yes, you can use any store-bought cream cheese, which is easily available in market. And it's not difficult. It's quite easy. It's quite a nice recipe. I'm going to just a little bit mix it aggressively. Now you see, my mixture is looking nice, creamy, clean. Okay, if you have lumps in that, just make sure that you don't have any lumps. And we are going to use the baking tray and ring to bake the cheesecake. Now, if you remember, guys, what size of ring I used for my kata kunafa base and what size of ring I used for my insert, comment down below and let me know if you guessed it right. Okay, so this ring is 18 centimeter ring. Let me know what rings I have used before. Comment down section so we know that you are with us. All right, so make sure at the bottom also you have mixed well. I'm going to add this to the mixture. This recipe is really nice. We have done a lot of R&D with this recipe. We have make sure that you get a nice experience and you get the right recipe. Not the recipe, you also get the right technique how to make it, because that's what matter in culinary, that your pastry, that your techniques are right. That's what matter. Recipe, you can get it from anywhere, but the techniques, that's what we focus on. Okay, I have a question. The chocolate you're using, or milk or dark? What is Dubai chocolate famous for? Let me know in comment section below. Okay, Dubai chocolate is made from which chocolate? Do you guys know? And I have written down in recipe, but over here I have used milk chocolate. All right, so I'm going to spread it evenly and I'm going to make it flat. Yeah, you can use any spoon, but you have to make sure, guys, this is flat. Okay, why? Because if it's not flat, you're going to add a cold cheesecake on top. So you have to make sure that it is flat. I have another question coming up. Can mascarpone be used? Yes, you can use mascarpone, but I prefer to use mascarpone for cold cheesecake, and I prefer cheesecake, cream cheese to for my baked cheesecake, because I don't prefer to bake mascarpone because of the reasons. Um, I have a next question. Baked cheesecake. Yeah. All right. So that's the cheesecake. Can you wipe and give it to me? So that's the chocolate baked cheesecake, which we are going to make. See, guys, it's very easy to make. Now the oven, that's one what's going to do the job. All right. So your baking should be, now this one is 140 degrees Celsius. You have to set the oven on steam bake, and you have to bake it for 15 minutes. Now some of you will say, oh chef, I don't have a steam function in my oven. I don't have this, I don't have that. Don't worry. At your home, if you don't have a steam option, you know what you can do. When you start the oven and when you start preheating your oven, you place a container with that. Let the container preheat with the oven. All right. And when you're about to place the cheesecake or place your product inside, add few cubes of ice with that, and then you quickly close the door. So when the container is hot and when you place the cheese, when you place the ice on the hot container, it will automatically generate the steam, which will help you to bake the cheesecake. Why do we need steam? To keep it moist. All right, so I'm going to quickly put it in the oven for baking, and I'm going to bake it for 140 degrees Celsius, 50% steam for 15 minutes. All right. Oopsie. There you go. For 15 minutes, my baked cheesecake is in the oven. Now it's time to make the cold cheesecake. And guys, let me know in the comment section, what kind of cheesecake do you prefer? Do you prefer baked cheesecake, cold cheesecake, Bass cheesecake? Let me know what do you love, guys. Do you like to have a version of Bass cheesecake? Do you want to have a creamy cheesecake? It's different cheesecake, or do you want to know how a sous cheesecake is? Let us know in the comment section below. It's very interesting. Cheesecake itself, it's a topic, and it is very, very interesting. So over here, what we are going to do is, if you see, we are making cold cheesecake now, and you will see the recipe on your screen, where we have cream cheese, sugar, whipped cream, gelatin which is soaked, egg whites, pistachio paste, and egg yolks. All right, I have, a lot of everyone prefers baked cheesecake. Let me know the reason now. Why do you want baked cheesecake? Why not cold cheesecake? Or why not the combination of both? I have Instagram viewers who are asking 20 centimeters or 6 inches. Yes, you're right. 20 centimeters was for the Knafeh or for the Knafeh base, where we lined out in 20 centimeter, and the insert was 16 centimeter. Reason I will show you in some time when I'm going to layer the cake. All right. So first things first, let's come on this side, and we are going to start making. I have cream cheese, egg yolks, pistachio paste, gelatin, sugar, and whipped cream. All right, I'm just going to keep this on the side for a second. Let me start the gas. So comment down below, guys. How was your experience till now? Did you what learnings you have made, and how was your experience? Can you help me, Salma? In the meantime, when Salma is helping me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 20 to 30% of sugar. Yeah, not more. Now you don't need to eyeball the sugar. Why? Because this sugar, we are going to add it with our egg yolks, and I'm going to make a French meringue over here. So that's where I'm going to add the sugar. Okay, and now comes to your egg yolks. Try not to break your egg yolks, but then sometimes it does happen, and so there goes your egg yolks. Next comes in your whisk. I'm going to just take my whisk. Can I have whisk? Yes. So what I'm going to do is, since we are dealing with this, let's whisk your egg yolks and sugar, and once you mix your egg yolks and sugar, that's when you want it. Now, this step is a little bit complex. I have my whipped cream ready. All the ingredients should be at room temperature. Okay, so be mindful of that. If your ingredients are at room temperature, that is what you wanted. All right, your cream cheese at room temperature, your paste is at room temperature, gelatin as well, everything. Okay, so what is a sabaya? Do you guys know what is a sabaya? Sabaya is the mixture of your egg yolks and sugar. Now we are going to cook this sabaya. How? We are going to cook it on the gas, where it's gonna cook the egg yolks at 60-65 degrees or 75 degrees. All right. I have a question. How much quantity of sugar Over here, I have the whole sugar. I have taken 30% of it, and then I'm going to use much for the French meringue. Why? Because it will give me more body. It will give me more firmness in the French meringue. Usually, French meringue is very, very light. It depends on the sugar, and when you fold it, that's where it all happens. So let me whisk it nicely. Now, where things go wrong over here, guys, be mindful. There's few things which can go wrong over here. The first, you can overcook your egg yolks. You don't want to do that. So first thing, when you put your bain-marie or a double boiler, make sure the water is boiling. And once the water is boiling, turn down the heat and then you cook it. You don't want to cook more than 65. The reason we are cooking the eggs, because I want it cooked. Now, two things help it cooks. First, the sugar. Sugar helps curing process. Okay, so sugar is also helping me with the egg yolks and also the steam from the ice, which is I'm mixing it. Okay, I have a question, chef. How do you know the steam is 50% when you put the ice on the tray? Is there a measurement for ice cubes to ensure the steam portion is appropriate? Now, this the factor, ice cubes comes in a different form. Then you have ice cubes, you have crushed ice. Just take a handful of ice, like 2 3 ice, and then you add it. If you want to have the steam cooking, then you lower down the oven temperature to 100 degrees and then you put a container full of ice. That's where it will work. All right, so my water is boiling at the back. I will quickly take this and I'm going to cook it for like 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'm cooking. Let me know, guys, where in the world did you had Knafeh for your first time? Knafeh is kunafa dough. Let me know, where did you had it for first time in your life? So the boiled water is there in front of me. I'm going to put this mixture and I'm going to mix it. See, once quickly, as soon as it hits water or it hits the steam or the temperature changes, you see how sugar leaves the moisture with the eggs. Okay, the next thing what I'm going to put here is I'm going to add gelatin, and after gelatin is added, I'm going to add the paste and the cheese. And in the meanwhile, I will start mixing that. Now you have to guys remember two things. Now judge the temperature of your kitchen. If your kitchen temperature is too cold, then you hold it over here. All right, why? Because there's gelatin. Gelatin starts acting at 24 degrees. Okay, it starts setting at 24 degrees. So you have to be mindful while folding it. Otherwise, what will happen is your this will be a block of paste, and then you have to wait. You have to go back to the heat. You have to melt it, and then that's gonna happen. All right. Now I have this. Do we have thermometer? So what I'm going to do is I want this 65 degrees, not more than that. I'm going to add the gelatin, and I'm going to. So the temperature what I'm looking at is 65 degrees plus. It's almost there. It's 34. In 3 minutes, it will go up to 60 degrees. All right. And the same time, you're cooking the eggs as well. All right. Now, what you have to do is you have to be mindful with one thing. When you add the gelatin, let it sit for like a minute or let's say 30 seconds. Why? Because if I add a cold whisk over there, what's going to happen is this is going to set. All right. So I will leave this for a minute, and this goes on the side. I have a question coming up. Chef, can you tell us how do we bake our Basque cheesecake so that it has a smooth and creamy texture like New York cheesecake instead of rubbery? Comment down below if you guys want me to make Basque cheesecake in my next live. If you let me know, I will definitely make a Basque cheesecake, and let me know what flavor you like. If you tell me, I'll make the most commented flavor. If you like Basque cheesecake, Biscoff cheesecake, Nutella cheesecake, peanut butter cheesecake, mango cheesecake, let me know. Or ube cheesecake, that's something new which is trending in the market. Let me know. Basque cheesecake, I will tell you the temperature. So basically the temperature what I use in my industrial oven is 180 degrees to 35 to 40 minutes. If you want to go higher, go to 200 degrees. What happens is you want the center to be creamy, right? depending of the temperature. Higher the temperature, lower baking time. Lower the temperature, higher uh, time you need. Okay, so remember this ratio. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll make the French meringue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this mixture at the back, so it will be maintaining its temperature. Okay, and it won't go rubbery. In the meantime, while I'm working on that, let's come on this side. We'll start making French meringue. Okay, so for the French meringue, we have two things: egg whites and sugar. All right, so for the egg whites and sugar, how to make a meringue? Let me explain you that first. Meringue is basically, there's three different kinds of meringue: French, Italian, and Swiss. French is the simplest of all. A lot of people, what mistake they do in their making is they add egg whites and sugar together. Please don't do that mistake. First things what happen is your meringue takes long time to whip. Um, second thing what happens, it become very dense, it's not airy. So what you need to do is you need to understand how much time you're going to take. All right, what I'm going to do is, first things first, I'm going to start whipping the egg whites. Once my egg starts whipping, then I'm going to add the sugar slowly, so my meringue remains nice, fluffy, and airy. All right, let me connect this quickly. A second. Boom, done. Let me know if you have made meringue before. What kind of meringue is your favorite? Is your French meringue favorite, or Swiss meringue favorite, or Italian meringue favorite? You know, guys, all these things, all these techniques we teach to our students in our ICCA over here every single day. We give them the basis of everything where they learn. So if you are in different part of the world, you won't be able to come to Dubai, go to Foodverse app, download the Foodverse app. We have the whole session running on there. We have different certifications going on there. Download the Foodverse app, continue learning on the Foodverse app, and complete the program. If you complete the program, you will get a certificate from Foodverse. Yeah, since my quantity is slow, I have to take help of this. Kids, if you're doing this, do it with your parents. First of all, don't do this until unless you want a new paint in your kitchen. Alright, I have Neely says, I'm from England and we made strawberry kunafa cake. That's awesome, Neely. Let me know, how did you make the strawberry kunafa? What kind of strawberry did you use? Did you use fresh strawberry, frozen strawberries, or did you use dried strawberries? Let us know. Now the egg whites are whipped. I'm going to slowly add the sugar. This is where you need to you need to foam up your egg whites, and once your egg whites are foamed, then you start adding your sugar. So I have a question, chef, how much powdered gelatin if we want to substitute with the leaves? So guys, just a simple answer to it. 1 gelatin leaves is equal to 3 grams. Technically 2.8 to 3.2 grams. Average 3 grams. If your recipe says 15 grams, then you have to use 5 times. Okay, so 5 3 is 15 grams. So gelatin, if it says 15 grams, either it's a powder or it's a leaf form, use the same thing. But just be mindful, if you are using the powder ones, what you have to do is if you are using the powder ones, you have to add 4 times the water to bloom the gelatin. So that's the only difference. Gelatin leaves we bloom in ice water, and powder gelatin we bloom it in the normal room temperature water, which will take 2-3 minutes. Okay, I have a viewer who is the viewers are saying to make lotus cheesecake, original cheesecake, coffee, vanilla. Oh, tough decision. Let me consult my media manager for that. You know, But again, guys, jokes apart, if you want to have this beautiful recipe, download the Foodverse app, go to the Foodverse app, make your learning, start your journey. And you know, if you can also watch this, you can also watch this session again on our YouTube page. And you know, oh, wait, this is right. I'm going to whip it for another minute because I want that to be nice and runny. And also, you can go to our website, live.icca.dubai.ae, and you can have a look at these pages as well. The link is on your screen as well. All right, and of course, the link is on our bio where you can go. Make learning easy, guys. We are giving you all the techniques, we are giving you all the ideas and everything. So, make learning easy. So, let it whip for another minute. My gelatin is mixed over here nicely. All right, it's just at the right temperature where the eggs are cooked. Usually, there are cheesecake which has eggs in it and the eggs are not cooked. So, kids cannot have it, pregnant women cannot have it, or, old age people cannot have it. But now, since this egg is cooked, it's at 65 degrees plus, so the bacteria is gone and everyone can have it. All right, now since this is done, I'm going to add my cream cheese and I'm going to add um, pistachio paste as well. There you go. Going to just quickly mix it. Remember, my the cream is already mixed, whipped, sorry. Guys, do you know the difference between a Basque cheesecake and a baked cheesecake? If you know the difference, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how it's been made, or let me know if there is a difference in the recipe, or the difference is in the making, or the difference is in eating. Let me know what your preference is. All right, so my cream cheese is mixed well. My meringue is happening. I have turned the speed to low so that I will not drop the aeration. The last thing what I want to do is I want to add the pistachio paste. Okay, it's looking nice. The same pistachio paste I'm using, which I have used before, 100% organic pistachio paste. All right. Okay. Now the pistachio paste is gone. Make sure that there are no lumps. All right. There you go. Now it's time for folding. Okay. Let's see what's the status of. Yes, that's how it is. I don't want my meringue to be overly whipped. I don't want it stiff. It's the right amount of meringue. This is the perfect peak I wanted. Perfect. Okay, it goes on the side. We'll take it, keep the machine on the side. Now it's the folding time and then the assembly. Oopsie. So let's come here. You have three parts now. You have French meringue, you have the cream, and you have the base. So what we are going to do now is we are going to start folding the cream first. Now see, whenever you do folding, you have to take the lighter part to your heavier part. Now this is the heavier one. Why? Because it has egg yolks, it has pistachio, it has mascarpone. Look at the texture. It's nice, lovely. It's nice and smooth. Yeah, that's what you want. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a part of meringue, I'm going to mix it, then I'm going to take a part of cream, I'm going to mix it. Once that's mixed properly, I'm going to add it over here and I'm going to mix it. I'll give you guys one more question. If you guys are not able to tell me what is the difference between baked cheesecake and Basque cheesecake, tell me the difference between a baked cheesecake and a cold cheesecake. What is the difference? If you guys are watching me, what I'm doing from the start, you guys must have be able to tell me what is the difference. All right, take a nice chunk of your meringue. You see how glossy the meringue is. You see how shine the meringue is. It's because of the sugar. Okay, now folding. Whenever you fold, guys, there's one thing you need to understand when you're folding. A lot of people I'm seeing, they're folding it like this. It's not, you are just deflating the air. Whenever you're folding it, start from the center to the side. Start from the center to the side and also move the bowl. That's way you have proper aeration maintained. And don't always mix everything 100% because at the end, you're going to mix everything 100%. So why don't you fold it 70-80% and then you fold it again. I have again, Zainab has answered our question. One is baked and the other is not. The Frosty says Basque has burnt caramelized top. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Yes, of course. It's also the making and the temperature. Let me know if you want me to make in future Basque cheesecake, and let me know what flavors you want. Think out of the box, guys. That's what we do here at ICCA. We always do think out of the box. You have normal cheesecake, Basque cheesecakes, which you can find it everywhere. Caramel cheesecake, you can find it everywhere. Think of a flavor which is out of the box. I already gave you guys a hint what flavor it could be. Let me know. Okay, now this is mixed almost. I'm going to add everything over here and fold it completely because the mixing bowl is bigger. Yeah. And once this is folded nicely, I'm going to add it on top of the baked cheesecake and then I'm going to freeze it and then later on we are going to garnish it. If in case while folding you have lumps in your batter, how you could remove it? You know, you can easily fold it with spatula. Everyone is folding. You can also learn how to fold it with a whisk. Use a whisk like your spatula, and the way you move your spatula, you use the whisk so you can avoid the lumps as well. Yes. So that's my cold cheesecake is done. It's looking nice, creamy. There you go. Now, what we have is we have the baked cheesecake. Camera, if you can see, look how lovely the cheesecake is. It's not overly baked. There is a gap at the side. It's flat. It's nice. 140 degrees, 15 minutes, 50% steam. Umeza says baked cheesecake is baked at a higher temperature than baked, so it has a burnt caramelized top, and the baking time is also less. Yes, you're right, Umeza. Also, it depends on what kind of flavor you have. We have a TikTok viewer answers the baked one is with eggs, and the cold one is with gelatin. Well, both of them have eggs, but yes, the cold one has gelatin and the baked one has no gelatin. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate it. That means you know that you are going to enjoy this cheesecake later on. Now, before I move on, you have to make sure one thing. When your cheesecake is baked and it's hot, after baking, I'm talking, do not add your cold cheesecake at the same time. What will happen? So when you add the cold cheesecake when it's hot, first of all, it will not be a cheesecake anymore. It will start melting. Second thing, your gelatin weakens. Why? Because when your gelatin hits anything above 80-85 degrees, your gelatin strength is weakened. Gelatin is best used at 70 degrees. 70 degrees and lower is the best way to use the gelatin. So first, you have to make sure it's cold, it's chilled, there is no moisture on top. And now we are going to add a layer and I'm going to mix it nicely. I have added just a layer, nothing more, because this is where I'm going to add the insert. Okay. I will use my right hand, which is my offset spatula, and I'm going to just spread it on the side so the finishing of my cheesecake is nicer. Okay, while doing this, I'm making sure that there is no line. Sometimes what happens while assembly, there is a air gap happens when you add the insert and then you add another layer on top of your cream. There is a line which comes. So when you use this technique, you will not have that formation. All right. So once this is done, I'm going to demold the insert, which is still nice and crispy till now, you see, and that's what's gonna go in the center. So now you understand 20 centimeter was the base of katayaf, 16 centimeter is this, and 18 centimeter is this. I cannot use all the same rings for all the layers. Why? It will not be aligned together. So that's why we want to add it. So in goes my insert, and I'm going to finish it off with there you go. All right, so now what's going to happen is I'm going to just level it up. In the meantime, why don't you guys let me know what kind of flavored cheesecake you love in terms of cold, or did you guys had any cheesecake which was fat based like almond, pecan, pistachio? Yeah, so now this is flat. What we are going to do is we'll put this in the blast freezer now. Yes, so let's put this in the blast freezer. It will take around like half an hour, no, 20 minutes for me in the blast freezer. But don't go anywhere. Wait, let me put it in the blast freezer and let me come back. All right. So now, since our cake is in the blast freezer now, what we are going to do is, I'm not going to wait for anything, guys. I am going to start. I already have one made. Yes, I already have one made. Can I have more paper, Salma, please? All right, I have a question. Chef, can we consider the base as a difference between baked and a Basque cheesecake? Like baked has a crust, Basque has not. Yes, that's one of the difference. But then now in the modern days, like I was watching somewhere on the internet that chefs had started putting the base. Now, if I want to create this Dubai chocolate cheesecake as a Basque cheesecake, I will definitely add a different layer to it. So and now it comes different depending on the chef how to do it. But yes, Basque cheesecake doesn't have a base, and this does. All right. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to remove it out of the ring. So first things first, let me demold it. Let me demold it here directly. Okay, there you go. Just let me quickly clean this up in a second. Lovely. Can I have the Knafeh, please? Yes. So there you go. Boom. You see the layers? Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we are looking for. The combination of the baked cheesecake and the cold cheesecake. All right. Now, you must have been wondering, oh, how the cake look dark. What we are going to do is we are going to quickly spray the cheesecake. Now, with the spraying, it's quite easy. I have a question. Raspberry, strawberry, mango. Oh, these are the flavors you guys recommended on from Instagram and TikTok. Oh, nice. So you want raspberry, strawberry, mango. Oh, you guys have tried all this cheesecake. So give me something new. What flavors you think? What flavors you have not tried and you feel that flavor will work well? These are the common flavors like blueberry cheesecake, raspberry mango, chocolate, lotus. This is all available in the market. Give me a flavor which you want to try it and which might be possible, might not be possible. Let me know in the comment section below which flavor you would love to try. Okay, I have a chocolate spray over here which I'm going to spray it. All right. All right. That was the small spray. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly put this in the plate. Basically, I'm not going to put it on the plate. I'm going to put it on top of the katafi. So this is the katafi which was there before. Look at the color. Look at the crust. Look at this one. Like it easily breaks off. It's crusty. Yeah, that's what we are looking for. Now what we're going to do is we are going to place this on top of this. So that's our cheesecake. That's the katafi. And then we are going to do the placement. There you go, in the center. Don't need to get scared. No need. If you want, you can. It's just a matter of balancing. All right, and I'm going to slide it nicely. There you go. Boom. All right. Next up, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? We are going to do the finishing. Of course, when we do finishing, we do it as the name say, Dubai. All right. So we are going to finish it like how it looks. So quickly and very elegantly pick up your nest and then you place it nicely, or you know what, I'm going to slide it. As I said, I want the cake to be rustic, you see. Okay, now what I have here is I have a hot spoon, and guess what I'm going to make? I will give you guys 10 seconds. Put me in the comment section what I'm going to do. I have a spoon, I have a cream, and I have a cake. Let me know in the comment section what I'm going to do. And if you have watched my previous videos, or if you have watched me on Instagram, or if you have watched my mango cheesecake videos, you guys know what I'm going to do. But before you, since you guys are commenting, I'm going to tell you what is this. You know, we have a white chocolate ganache or a gulkan ganache. So that's what is this. There is a whipped ganache where you have cream, you have gulkan. Now, what is gulkan? Gulkan is your rose jam. Oh, so that's what I'm going to use. I've used it as a sweetener, and then this is our cream, which is cooked, set, and then whipped. That's what it is. Okay, so since you guys are commenting, I'm going to make it. There goes quenelle. One, boom. Whenever you're making a quenelle, make sure, I've said it in my last video, and if you have not, look my video on the Instagram page of ICCA Dubai, where I have shown you how to make a great quenelle or a good quenelle. And one last. I'm just going to move a plate a bit, and then there you go. Okay, let's put this on the side. Thank you, Chef Salma. And have oh, we have comments. We have some unique flavors now, like pineapple, cardamom, saffron, coconut, baklava, maybe, or durian. Durian is interesting. Pecan pie seems like a great flavor. Saffron masala chai cheesecake. That sounds nice. Saffron masala chai cheesecake. Durian, but durian is to get a good durian in Dubai. It's quite a challenge, but if we find a good durian, we can make a durian bas cheesecake. But I like saffron masala chai. Sorry, I like chai. I like coffee, but saffron masala chai is something next level. Saffron masala chai. I think we need to think of this in our next uh, live. Chef, did you use chocolate velvety spray? Yes, I did. I used chocolate velvety spray. It's easily available on any bakery and pastry store, and you can get it easily. Um, Gulkand and cream is 1:1. No, 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 no. No, Gulkand and cream is not 1:1 ratio. We'll put down the recipe in the slide or comment down the recipe for below. Gulkand is like 200, cream is 200 grams. Gulkand is like 30 grams because it's a sweetener. What is Gulkand? Gulkand is basically a jam made out of rose, and it's very nice. It's a rose jam. Okay, and gelatin sheets. It's like two sheets of gelatin. Why? Because every 100 mils we are using one sheet of gelatin, but two sheets of gelatin and a little bit of chocolate. All right. So that's your Gulkan whipped ganache, and most importantly, when you are whipping this, don't whip it to very stiff peaks. It will turn grainy. Although it has dairy, it might split anytime. Okay, now it's time to garnish, guys. So first things first, I'm going to take some rose, which the jam is made from. I'm going to add, oh, sorry, I have my lock. I'm going to add it now. You see, just a tiny bit of this, it changes, it adds a color to it. Nice. Okay, this goes on the side. I have some crushed pistachios, which I'm just going to drop it. And I have, because I'm going to drop some powdered pistachios as well. And it's looking so nice. The contrast of the pistachio colors, light green and dark green, it's also looking nice. And last but not the least, to add a crunch more, I have the crispy crunchy pearls. And to finish it off, Dubai style, I have gold. I'm going to add a bit. Oopsie. Boom. Boom. Alrighty. So that's where it is. Okay. Just to rephrase of what we did. I know it's complex, it's too much, but guys, if you love this and it's one of the unique things which is there in the market, actually, it's not there in the market. We are the first one who are making it. So it's out, the recipe is out. You have the recipe. If not, comment down below recipe. Our media team will send you the recipe. If not, go to the Food Wars page, look at the live videos, what we have over there, or go to our ICCA Live Dubai page, and we have the recipe. The link is in the bio and it's in the description. We started with the katafi. We made the katafi, we mixed it with butter, we mixed it with ghee, and we added some pistachio. We didn't add any sugar to it, remember. And then we have mixed it nicely. After mixing it nicely, we have placed it in a 20 centimeter ring, guys. Remember, the rings are very, very important because you look at the texture. This is 20, this is 18. that's 10, and inside it's 16. It does matter, because imagine if I would have used all one size, it would have not given me the proper alignment. Now I have the base, which is looking beautiful. I have the whole cheesecake, and then it's the whipped ganache on top. So we have made the katafi base, we have made the baked cheesecake, we have cooled down the cheesecake, and after cooling down the cheesecake, we have added our cold cheesecake. And when we add the cold cheesecake, when we add the cold cheesecake, it was the baked cheesecake was cold. So when you bite into it, now imagine the textures what you will have. You will have a crunchy kunafa, you have a baked cheesecake, chocolatey, you have a velvety pistachio, and then you have a rose flavor. So basically, why did I add rose? What was the reason? Guys, I have a media team standing behind me, at least 10 people to cut down the cake. Rose is a local flavor over here. Rose adds a local touch over here. We are making rose jams and everything. So that's why one of the reason is to add the rose flavor, or gulkand, we call it as a rose jam. So there you guys, I present you guys Dubai chocolate cheesecake. It's a combination, it's one and one, or one of only one, where it's a combination of baked cheesecake and a cold cheesecake. And do let us know if when you try this at home. Don't forget to tag us if you have made this. Comment down below for recipe, and don't go anywhere. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to. Can I have a small plate, please, if you have here? No problem. Yes. The plate is coming. Are you guys excited? I am. You heard? Can you hear the crunch? That's what we wanted. Now, I am going to show you how it's gonna look like. There you go, guys. Yeah, it's a combination of baked cheesecake, cold cheesecake, katafi, milk chocolate, velvety pistachio, crazy kunafa, and it's Dubai chocolate cheesecake, everyone. Please do let us know if you have tried it. Comment down on the section, have you made it? And let us know. I'm Chef Omkar, signing off from today's Summer Made Easy on ICCA Live. I'll see you on the next one. Also, if you want, you can comment down what kind of flavor you want for my next cheesecake. See you guys next time.